Mr. Spectre knew I planned to meet Mr. Sanderson after the fundraiser. That's why he gave me the pills.
What did he say when he gave them to you?
That they would give Gilbert pleasure. That it was a favor for his friend, like sending champagne on his birthday or something.
Did he suggest how you were to administer the pills?
Well, he told me he wanted it to be a surprise for Gilbert, that I should slip it in his drink or dessert.
Were you aware Viagra poses a serious risk to people with heart conditions?
I wasn't then, no.
To your knowledge, was Mr. Spectre aware of his friend's heart condition?
Objection, hearsay.
To her knowledge, Your Honor.
Overruled. Witness may answer.
Yes, he was aware. When Mr. Spectre found out I was attracted to Gilbert, he was happy for him.
Why was that?
He said that Gilbert used to be quite the ladies' man, but that he'd slowed down since his heart attack.
Thank you.
Would you state your legal name for the record, please?
I already did.
Oh, well. My memory isn't what it used to be. So humor me, will you?
Katrina Ledllo.
No, I mean your given name, the name on your birth certificate.
My name is Katrina Ledllo.
Born Catherine McGurk. McGurk. December 12th, 1968. Is that correct?
Your Honor, is this name game leading anywhere?
Goes to credibility, Your Honor.
Overruled.
When you were still Catherine McGurk, weren't you hospitalized for depression?
A lot of women are.
Well, we're not talking about a lot of women here, Miss Ledllo. We're talking about you. When you were 22, didn't you attempt suicide, which also required hospitalization?
Yes.
Are you currently taking the antidepressant Zoloft?
Yes.
And seeing a psychotherapist twice a week?
Me and half of Manhattan.
Well, again, half of Manhattan is not our concern here. Our concern is a young woman who was expelled from Briarcliff because she falsely put on her application that she was a member of the Astor family. Was that you?
Yes.
Miss Ledllo, you've told the court that you are a professional fundraiser. What exactly does that entail?
I put important people together to do good works.
Wouldn't it be more accurate to say that you put yourself together with important people, specifically by sleeping with powerful men?
No.
Objection.
And isn't it true that you stole those pills from Mr. Spectre to sexually gratify Mr. Sanderson?
That's not true.
And misled the authorities to turn a medical accident into a murder conspiracy?
No. Why would I do that?
Why? To make yourself more important, Miss Ledllo.
Objection.
Withdrawn, Your Honor. No more questions.
We ran the usual checks on her. None of that McGurk stuff came up.
We didn't go back for her enough. Our mistake.
She could have volunteered it.
Which could be the whole point. I hate to sell out the sisterhood, but maybe she does rely on more than brains to succeed in a man's world. Maybe Spectre sent her in to steal our signals. Sabotage the case.
Spectre didn't buy a piece of work like her with opening game tickets.
So find out what her price is.
I don't know what you've got on this woman, but I'll tell you what. The tax laws for charities are extremely complicated, and these are the most carefully maintained records I've ever seen.
Her last benefit was for the Make a Hoop Foundation. She report on that yet?
Yeah. Projected only, but very successful. What was it, some kind of telethon?
Just a dinner for 500.
Must have been some dinner.
We try to teach these kids you can jam, you can do anything. Just apply the same energy and...
The sky's the limit.
That's right.
As long as the funding holds out.
Ah, we've been blessed.
$7 million from the Spectre Family Trust, I'd call that a miracle.
2 million, but even so, we'll start with this leaky old roof.
2. Not 7?
4 installments of $500,000 each. Miss Ludlow was nice enough to move the second one forward so we could pay some salaries and all that. Hey, attaboy, John.
You keep excellent records, Miss Ludlow. Unfortunately, the paper trail takes a left turn up to Harlem.
What are you talking about?
The Make a Hoop Foundation. They're about $5 million short from the Spectre Family Trust, but Reverend Jenkins thinks the world of you. He's sure you'll make it right.
And I will as soon as...
What, Spectre pays you off?
It wasn't a payoff. It was my usual fee for putting some people together.
Not for murdering Sanderson. Okay, now we know you had a financial stake of your own in Sanderson taking Spectre's financial problems to his grave.
What you're suggesting doesn't make any sense. Without her, you wouldn't have a case against Spectre.
We don't have much of one now, thanks to her. She was a ringer for Spectre.
You really don't understand the first thing about me, do you? I wasn't gonna wait for Julian to lay this little scheme on my doorstep. What is it they say in football? The best defense is a good offense. I kept those pills as insurance. When I saw the writing on the wall...
You cashed in your policy?
Oh, you are quick.
Here's what you're going to do to make it right, Miss Ledllo. Get back on the stand and tell the truth.
What are you offering?
She pleads murder too. She's eligible to sweet talk the parole board in 15 years.
15 years is a lifetime. How about this? I take a complete stroll in return for not taking the stand as a witness for the defense and breaking your Detective Curtis's confidence.
What's that supposed to mean?
I gave him those Viagra pills on a Friday night. All weekend, I kept asking him, are they safe? Shouldn't you turn them over to someone? Because any good defense attorney could argue that Spectre's prints were transferred onto that tin by the police. I read where they can do that.
What did Detective Curtis say to that?
He seemed more worried about what his wife would say about us than safeguarding the evidence. Oh, well. At least he didn't need to take them.
So I had the pills with me. I logged them in with the evidence room on Monday. So what?
Oh, come on, Detective.
What? It's nothing. It happens all the time.
Not in this case. Not before this jury. All Spectre's lawyers have to do is sell the faintest whiff of tainted evidence.
The evidence is good.
The girl says that's not all that's tainted.
What else?
She says you two have a relationship.
She says you talked about your wife, about the two of you.
What?
About a future together, if and when your wife's illness leads to her untimely death.
No, this woman is crazy. I mean, she's twisted everything around.
Then take the stand and untwist it, Detective. Before Spectre's lawyers put Katrina Ludlow's version before the jury.
And have my wife hear all that crap? Forget it. Let her take the stand, McCoy. You show them what a psychopathic liar she is.
I'd be happy to, but I can't do it without you.
Nothing happened, Lieutenant.
All right.
You don't believe me?
Actually, I do, Ray. But with women, it's not only did you jam it to some stray, it's did you open your heart to her or even want to. It's the emotional betrayal we can't stand.
I didn't betray anything.
But how is it going to sound to Deborah? You don't have any choice, Ray. You have to testify.